In the morning and the snow is just starting. All right, I'm gonna go over there and set up at the show. That should be about 3 hours, so I should be back here at the motel about 1 o'clock, and that's going to be the worst part when the forecast is supposed to be sleeting on top of this snow. But right now it's nothing. It's just, this is literally started just within the last half hour. So here we go on our great adventure. Well, we're almost to the show. This is the beginning of the snow, but if their forecast is right, before this day is over, it's going to be whatever, 6 inches, 7 inches, whatever it is. But all through the day, as I set up, I'm going to come outside the building and see how deep the snow has gotten. I mean, you know, being from Minnesota, I still love to look at this stuff. I just don't like to drive in it because I'm obviously not the best driver. Yeah, I see that. All right. What time is it, Chris?
15 after 9.
9:15. It took us 15 minutes to get to the show. I'm about to turn into the show right now. Inside the building, this is what it looks like before the magic happens. We're going to transfer this pile of stuff, this inventory of leather, tables, racks, take this chaos and turn it into order. It'll take us about 3 hours, but we'll turn it into 200 square feet of a retail leather store. All right, let's go to work. It is 12:30, and I walked out to the truck to put some things back in the truck. And we got a little bit of snow. It looks pretty good on the truck, doesn't it? I don't care how old I get, I'm still always gonna love snow. Sometimes it's a nuisance, but hey, That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go back inside and take a picture of the setup. Then we're gonna go eat dinner. And then just probably stay in the motel room because they're expecting rain on top of the snow, and so it'll be a freezing. This evening it'll be hard to drive. Now this is a picture of our setup after we got finished. Took us a little over 3 hours to set this up. You can see Chris is still working, putting out ladies' wallets. But I had to voice over this one also because the radio was playing and all that country music was on, and I didn't want to have to pay royalty fees for all the country music. Now notice where we zoom in, all these purses on the back. The last show, those things were as good a seller as any. But we're very happy with the setup. This setup here to me looks as good as any setup I've done. Those of you that have ever done this kind of business will really appreciate this here because it's so much fun to set up. It's just pure work to tear it down. We were sitting in the IHOP restaurant and I wanted to record this, but there was music playing over the loudspeaker, so I had to come back to the motel room and speak over the music. But this to me is just entertaining. I know a lot of people look at this and say, why in the world would you take a picture of a little pickup plowing snow? It's because I don't get to see it very often. Then over here I told Chris that, hey Chris, we're recording, say something. So there we are in the restaurant. Now we're just sitting at the motel watching the weather. Tomorrow it's supposed to get warm again, so the weather's not going to really affect the show. But I thought this was pretty entertaining, just watching that truck go back and forth.